you're back with Mickey. Thank you so much for listening in. This is Daniel. He's here at Elko's first annual PopCon. He's best known for playing young Boba Fett in the Star Wars saga. I had the pleasure of going to your panel earlier today.
Thank you.
And getting to listen in on all the fun stories. So if we could just quickly recap a couple of the things that we talked about. I know that you travel to PopCons all over the country in different conventions and Comic-Cons and things like that. So what would you say is your favorite part of being able to do that?
I think being a fan of Star Wars now, being able to talk and interact with other fans of Star Wars and having that common ground where we just both love the story that George Lucas has created and we both get to nerd out with each other is one of the highlights. But I mean, being able to see, the diversity of how big this movie has really become and where it is spread to is one of the most impactful things to me. I've been able to travel, like you said, all over the world, and I've been grateful enough to be invited to Elko, Nevada, and get to see your beautiful little town here in the east side of Nevada.
So considering that you get to do this kind of thing all the time, what convinced you to come out and give little Elko a chance?
Well, I mean, I got invited only a few weeks ago, and then when I heard the story behind, why the pop culture event was going to be so important and needed for this part of your guys' state, I really wanted to get behind it, and being able to come out and be an ambassador for the sci-fi world and the Comic-Con or pop culture world. It just went to show that even places like Elko can have their own Comic-Con, which can then give the community, no matter how big or small, an opportunity to meet some of the actors or stars from their favorite storytellers.
Yeah, for sure.
And they don't have to travel to these big states or these big Comic-Cons all over the country. That it is possible that Elko, a city like Elko, Elko can bring us to them.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited. This is the first event, and hopefully the first of many, many more. And they grow bigger and bigger each year.
Oh, I hope so too, for sure. So what kind of impression have you gotten of Elko so far? Do you like us?
I love Elko. I mean, I get to travel to so many big cities quite often, and it's nice and refreshing to be able to come to some of the smaller rural areas, and everyone's been so friendly, so kind, and very curious of why would you come to somewhere like Elko, and the truth is that the Elko pop culture event really brought me to you guys and gave me the opportunity to come and see your beautiful city or town. Is it a city or town?
It is technically a city, but it's got town vibes.
Yeah, it's like I grew up in New Zealand, so I kind of grew up in a village. And people think like a village, like Cross Hut and stuff like that. So I don't really know the word, but we went out yesterday. We went out and enjoyed a lovely meal, a 10-course meal at the Star restaurant.
The Star, yep.
I was already full before the main course came, so to anyone who hasn't been there, I would highly recommend pacing yourself because all the food is good and it comes out and it doesn't stop. We've been able to see some of the lovely people at the Albertsons. And
nice.
There was only one Albertsons in the whole of Elko, so shout out to Albertsons here in Elko. Some of the managers there were just lovely. I mean, you forget when you get to come back to little smaller cities and towns how great the small communities really are. And it's been refreshing to me. Going back to a big city again, and it's going to be a little depressing when I realize how nice it was being out here.
Oh. Well, you've been incredibly kind and friendly with us as well, so I appreciate you coming out here at all, and then I'm glad that you've had a good experience here.
Well, hopefully I can become the Elko pop culture ambassador, and they bring me back every year.
That would be so cool.
You got it. I mean, I realized another thing about this beautiful city is that you have a lot of hardworking families and a lot of hardworking people.
For sure.
And it's lovely to see the family, the close bond of the family here. We've had a lot of families come out this weekend. Mothers, fathers, children. Some families have lots of children.
Oh yeah.
But it's good to have that culture of family bonds. Being able to come and enjoy this, and you have mothers that are in the medical fields, fathers that work in the mining industry, and it's so beautiful to see such a hardworking families coming together and
Yeah.
enjoying their opportunity to meet us.
Yeah, no, it's a special occasion for sure. Yeah, I've been glad to see a whole bunch of my favorite families roll up to the PumpCon too, so this has been fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm very sad though that I didn't get to go to the rodeo poetry or cowboy poetry.
The cowboy poetry, yeah, that's a hit here
Yeah,
for sure.
that's one of the sad things that the only thing I'm going to be taking away that I was sad about. I wasn't able to go to the cowboy poetry, but
Yeah.
maybe next time. Might have to make a special trip out to Elko just to be able to come see it.
Oh, we would absolutely love to have you, and it's another great event that the convention center puts on. It's a lot of fun, so yeah, that brings out a whole different crowd, but a really fun crowd too. So.
So I also heard that the convention center are going to be putting on a robot battling event
Ooh.
in October.
Wow.
And then I think it might be September or October, somewhere around in November, they're doing a Lego event.
Ooh.
So
Very
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
stay tuned and keep an eye out on the era on some of the other events that they're bringing out here, so you guys can have more
For
activities to be able to enjoy.
I know. Yeah, just get out in the city and enjoy the stuff that the convention center has to put on for us. This is awesome.
You got it.
Yeah. So if you just had like one piece of advice, just for any of our listeners out there, what would you want to kind of say to the people?
I mean, one bit of advice, especially with any career currently right now, is you really have to put yourself out there, and it doesn't matter how big or how small the town, city, or village you come from. Even someone like me from New Zealand was able to make it on to, I guess, what they call the Hollywood screens.
Yeah.
And I come from a very small place. With technology and everything else like that nowadays, we don't really have an excuse, to be able to put ourselves out there and be able to get our own exposure. So no matter what you want to do, but especially if you want to be in the film business or the music industry, I highly suggest that you take advantage of technology. We have phones that capture such high definition, microphones on those phones that have such an amazing microphones. So it's not like we need these huge cameras and stuff like that anymore. And people say, well, how do I go about doing that? Okay, I got a camera and stuff, and it's like, well, we can find scripts online. You can find pieces of other people's music online, learn them, study them. You can go to thrift shops, secondhand shops, and find like different costumes and create them and put them together. And it's all about just putting yourself out there, and hopefully, they say in Australia, you throw the boomerang and the boomerang may come back.
Yeah.
So, and just gotta be happy, and in these times, try to stick together like this community has done really well.
Yeah.
We survive better in groups, I think.
I think so. Yeah, for sure. Community is, I think, just the most important thing.
Amen.
Yeah, we just need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Daniel, where can the people find you on like social medias and stuff like that?
So my Instagram is Insta Daniel Logan. My Facebook, I think it's Daniel_Logan. Well, that might be my Twitter. Just search me up. Yeah, Daniel Logan. There's probably like 500 of us in the world, but
yeah,
there's only one with this face.
with this face right here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if I can give another word of advice,
Yeah, absolutely.
make sure you come check out the next year Elko Pop Culture event, because with you guys supporting it, you guys sharing the word, spreading the message that, hey, there's a pop culture event in town. This year, what we did was we did a canned good or sealed goods of foods, so they can provide food to some of the families that are in need. And I thought that was just a wonderful thing. So to be able to continue to help the community and also bring more celebrities and help to create this pop culture Comic-Con event and help it to grow, we ask you, the community of Elko, to come out, to come see it, to check it out. It doesn't cost very much. This one costs one can of food, so I highly suggest you guys come out, check it out next year. You never know who you might see or run into just walking around the convention hall, and maybe might be one of your favorite celebrities. So
yeah, you might just make friends with Daniel Logan.
You got it, right? So yeah, come on out, spread the word, help it to grow, and bring the Hollywood world to Elko, so that the community, the kids, and everyone else have an opportunity to be a big part of it. And like they say in Star Wars, may the force be with you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down to talk with me today, Daniel.
You're
This
so
has been
welcome.
awesome. Yeah.
So welcome. Thank you.